Hello and welcome and hello and good mornings and greeting and salutations and welcome and hello. It's un poco mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. This morning we're talking SoFi. Sorry, I'm whispering. I'm not only trying to be quiet, but not feeling very well. Just came down with a little bit of a head cold or something the other day, and it's getting maybe a little bit worse. But anyway, guys, I don't want to go on too long like I always do. Just want to tell you guys what's going on. Okay, SoFi, the option sellers, the prognosticators, wrong again. Like they're, thinking this thing's going to crash back down pre-ER. It's not going to happen. Noto got something for you. Say hello to my little friend, okay? This is the turning point. This is the ER. He telegraphs his moves. He does what he says. He means what he says. And here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes your 19 nervous breakdown. Guys, these analysts. Look at this douchebag. Morgan Fudley, Midwest Values. This guy looks like he has bolts in his neck. Guy's neck looks like he could lift a VW bug, with a chain around his neck. I don't know how much time this guy spends in a gym versus, analyzing stocks, but just curiously, guys. So Morgan Fudley just downgraded SoFi $6 in a sell, came in and stepped on the rally. Okay. And then go over here to their filings. Okay. 1017 13F Morgan Fudley increases their shares to 16 million on SoFi. So guys, this is the classic manipulation. They're always stepping on rallies because they're accumulating the stock. I mean, look at their position. It's just gone up and up and up since SoFi has been a public company. And you see as the price comes down, they accumulate more and more, and they come out with these sell ratings just based on nothing. So it's very typical of how Wall Street works. It's just misdirection to take money from stupid retail investors who are weak and, just react to whatever stimuli happens to come into their orbit like a fucking glow fly. You guys are like glow flies. That's how dumb you are. But anyway, this is what's important. These are real analysts who actually do work. You can tell by this guy's hair and glasses that, he's not out at the clubs. He's fucking crunching numbers. He's doing math. He's looking at the books. Like, this guy's not out, with like a mistress doing up to no good. He's doing the hard work. Andrew Schmidt. No, I don't know Andrew Schmidt. He's got a pretty good rating. But the point is, Citibank is a big voice. And, I've said it's curious how like Citibank, JP Morgan, these like 3-4 big banks have the exact same SoFi positions. Like 4 million shares, they move in lockstep. But anyway, they reaffirmed their buy rating and raised the price target from 11 to 12.50. Now, I just raised my price target at 13.60, and I believe the stock's going to be there right after earnings. Okay, this stock should not be trading at like 3x forward sales. Should be at least 5x. Could be more like 8x. This is a technology company. This is a fintech company. Now everybody's starting to put it on the AI list. But this noise down here, Compass Point with the accounting. You guys don't think Citibank understands accounting? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. You don't think, Midwest Values from Morgan Fudley knows that his trading desk is accumulating SoFi as fast as they can while he's trashing the stock? You don't think little Timmy Switzer, who's got a huge success rating with his 27 ratings, like he was fucking born yesterday, you don't think he knows he's stepping on a rally with this 5-head? Dude, the Bologna Sandwich has been crushing it. Look at the 5-star. Dude, he's actually a really smart guy. I mean, but it's just like, I don't understand the fair value accounting thing. Okay, I understand what it's saying with the, how it accounts for the loans up front. But a third party remarks these loans to the market value, and they have, great value because SoFi has, makes really good lending decisions and lends to top quality people. And the people interviewing the Bologna Sandwich never ask him about, his giant 5-head, and they never say, why isn't this actually happening? You're explaining in theory why this will happen, why it should happen, but these loans have been on the books with high interest rates for years now, a couple years. So why isn't it happening? Why are defaults way under what management is planning for? Why did they peak in February? Why are you making stuff up? Okay, just really fighting around that 10 area, which is fine. I mean, the stock just made a huge move. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with hanging around down here just for a little bit, but it's going to go back up before earnings. Now, I'll point to a subtle difference, guys. Okay, and you know how I love subtlety. About as subtle as a sledgehammer to the face. Christmas for me with a TV dinner and a steel-toed boot to the face. I don't know if any of you are Cable Guy fans, but okay, you notice a couple things, right? God, I hate the fact that I'm saying right like a Canadian fin-turd, U-turder. But I can't, I'm going to embrace my inner Canadian. I am chubby. I am somewhat pale. I don't speak French. I don't know. I might be Canadian. We'll talk about it. Might be moving on up, guys. Make way up there. Wake up the Mounties. Danny Deals is coming to town. Hey, I'm going to start using my, I don't know why I'll use a Polish type accent in Canada, but I'm going to. Anyway, so you notice this tops out right here at right around 1050. This recent little run on the 15th. Same thing exactly happens here coming into the new year. This is, of course, the, when, what's his name? The bowling ball-headed freak, Michael Perito, who's no longer with KBW, caused this just insane drop in the stock for no particular reason. But what happens here? So this looks very, very similar, right? God, I got to stop saying right. Gaps up almost the same place. Makes this little run up to 1050, then two huge red candles. Look at these guys. See what happens? The red candle comes, another red candle comes, and then a huge gap down through the line that is trying to break through. So failure. What happens here? Same thing. Up to 1050, same two red candles, and then immediate recovery back over 10. This is not crashing. These options players are just flat out wrong. Eventually numbers matter. Results matter. And SoFi has been delivering results for the last 3 years, and 10 was the SPAC price. This is, you manipulate the starting line to make people think they've won a race when they're really just back where they fucking started. Like, oh my God, I'm back to even. I'm going to dump. I held this turd for 3 years. I'm back to even finally. Yay! Fuck you. That's just bad investing. This stock is going to go way, way up. The counterparties need it up. Noto needs it up. Everybody needs it up. Morgan Stanley wants it up. BlackRock wants it up. Vanguard wants it up. Fidelity wants it up. These guys are the masters of the universe. These shorts are small potato, halfway crook, 2-cent stick-up men. They're road men. These guys are highwaymen. They're one step above, robbing liquor stores. These weak sauce D-bags. Don't be afraid of these shorts. Don't be afraid of these option sellers telling you, oh, it's 80% negative. I don't care. These guys are hedging. These guys are involved in all kinds of trades we don't even understand. Just the fact that their, options are negative doesn't mean the stock's going to crash on earnings. These things do not necessarily follow each other. Yeah, it might make it a little bit more likely. But the bottom line, if earnings and guidance crushes, this stock is going up to 1360. Everybody sees the technology, the fintech, the AI elements. SoFi can build anything Upstart can build, and Upstart's getting an absurd multiple. Like I said, their CEO farts into a microphone, the stock just skyrockets 50%, 100%, whatever. Guys leaving $100 bills for the sweeper. Michael Keaton, cop robbing banks. His kid has cancer. I can't remember that movie. I can't remember that movie. Love me some Michael Keaton, though. Really underrated actor. Did you guys see that one where he was like a psychotic tenant and he was renting an apartment in San Francisco from like Matthew Modine and I think Melanie Griffith? Oh my God, what a weird movie. It's like releasing cockroaches. It's very odd. Anyway, oh, he was good in The Other Guys. He's making all those TLC references, but just a really underrated actor, I think. Mike, of course, you got to love Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Anyway, guys, I don't know. I'm not feeling well. I didn't have that much to say, but the point is Citibank, big increase. Morgan Fudley loading shares as fast as they can, and everybody's loading SoFi as fast as they can while they try to create a narrative that, it's a $6 stock, and that's because that's where they want to buy. They don't want to buy at 10. They don't want to buy at 11 because that's letting retail win. They wanted you to dump your shares at 6, and, to your credit, you didn't do it. Retail didn't dump anything. That's what I think a lot of the market makers on some of these stocks are running into, whether it be like Tesla, now maybe SoFi, not so much with Neo. Neo's still pretty easy to push around, but some of these retail favorites, retail is hardening. Okay, retail has been at war with these turds for a while. So retail is not just dumping as easily. Retail's not setting these obvious stop losses. It's getting harder and harder to run their scams. And the problem that are not in their guidance. I think the guidance raise we're going to see might be quite dramatic. I don't think people are even understanding what this company is yet. I mean, people thinking it's going to come back down into this wedge. No way. There's no room here. There's no room at the end. No room. We're going to vote. You guys want me to start doing musical numbers? I don't have a really good voice, but I'm a great chair dancer. Can really do some chair dancing, guys. I was a champion chair dancer back in my drinking days. Oh, that was good. Anyway, welcome and hello and welcome. I once did a number with me and Bradley Cooper. We were in a chair dancing competition, and that one girl was there from Hunger Games. Not sure. I think Ben Affleck was there. Oh man, we've all dreamed of chair dancing over a beer with Ben Affleck, just bobbing that giant head, barely able to hold it up with his neck, trying to pretend to direct movies. Got Matt Damon talking into a microphone. No, Affleck. No, don't put the camera there. No, that's your ass. Don't do that. No, you've got your head. No, don't put your head up your ass. No, Ben. Anyway, guys, I'm not sure where I'm going with that bit. It's terrible. But yeah, so I don't know. I still haven't slept enough, and now I've got some cold medicine in me, not enough coffee. It's dire times, guys. Dire Straits we find ourselves in. Dire Straits, another great band. Another, sort of this generation, just, these younger kids, they don't appreciate, they know Pink Floyd, they buy the Bob Marley. There's like a few bands they're still like, clinging to with their smartphones and their cool shoes, whatever else they're doing. But, bands like Dire Straits are just kind of fading away, man. Some good stuff. Some vinyl. You get some nice, like, 15-inch Sherwin Vegas in your dorm room. Just rattle the entire 8 floors. Just get your little resident assistant named Oliver to come out and, physically assault you because you've been giving him too many problems. I don't know who would do something like that. Certainly not me. SoFi needs to close at 10 plus today. It's Redinho. SoFi needs to close at 10 plus today. I want to see the shorts choke on Fat Pickle. Well, what they do in lives are no concern of mine, but yeah. Keaton did a good job in that small. Yeah, he was great in Jackie Brown. That's a good point, Jay Gadsby. You're more than a handsome beard, my friend. You got substance as well. I didn't think so. I thought you were just a beard, not a woman who pretends to be a partner of a homosexual man, but an actual beard. A home for sparrows. Who else is here, guys? Welcome and hello, hello and welcome, welcome and hello, everybody. Of course, the great Not a Lurker, producer, wrench extraordinaire. We still don't know what happened to Alberto Bertie Aviles's nephew. We believe he may be trying to reach Xenu or something. No, we don't know what happened to him, but we're sure he's fine. We're sure he's fine. Probably riding a Harley Davidson cross country with Uncle Bertie, spending all that call money as they go. Anyway, it's John Blanjovi, of course, Grit and Grunt. Everyone here is holding till 2026 at least. Of course we are. Holding forever. I don't have any tap water. I have no coffee. I have a little bit of bottled water. It's just battling at 6, guys. Not too much volume here. I mean, it's quite a bit for this time of day, but it's still pretty subtle. It's nothing, it's not popping off at all, but volume's not minuscule. It's just, I would guess it's going to land probably in the 30s again, but it just feels like they definitely want to kill these options at 10. Let's take a look-see. Take a little look-see at what we're doing. Yeah, I mean, 37,000 contracts at $10, so not much at 950. So you can see, a lot of options again at 1050, 11. Of course, this is all dead money, but they're just not going to want this to go really more than a couple of pennies over 10 if they can help it, because they'll be paying some of these calls, and obviously market makers, a lot of them, of course, the dumb, slow-witted ones are making a directional bet that the stock is going to go down with options. So of course they want to kill these options today, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work, because again, time is against them. The ER is coming up here in just a couple of weeks, so I think it's going to be a week from this Tuesday. So it's right on top of us, basically a week away. Doesn't leave these shorts a lot of time to maneuver, because if the ER is a blowout and you got 17% short interest and guidance is blowout, they're going to be in big trouble. Big trouble in Little China. Starts with T, rhymes with P, and it stands for pool. Right here in River City, guys. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Right here in River City. If you guys remember the film The Music Man, some weird womanizing guy comes in and pretends to be a high school band leader or something. Some beautiful librarian, harassing her until she falls for him. I can't remember. I think I saw that movie when I was like 5 years old. But anyway, guys, that's not really important right now. What is important is SoFi up 11 cents. Trying to push through $10 once again, but volume is weak. The calls are against us here on OPEX, so don't think it's going to move much today. I don't feel the energy for the stock, but the rating upgrade is really excellent. Should give us some good momentum going into next week. Always get some good momentum usually coming into the ER. So we'll just have to see what happens, but I still like the stock, guys. There's just, the bears can't articulate anything that, other than this fair value accounting FUD. They're not even talking about, balance sheet constraint. They're not talking about the loan book falling apart. They're not talking about defaults going crazy. It's just not happening. If anything, inflation is still looking a little bit hot. Jobs are looking good. The economy is looking too good, if anything. So that half-point rate cut to stimulate demand with the economy and all their borrowers and everybody still doing pretty well is, I think, about as good as you could possibly hope for with SoFi. What do you guys think? Let me take a look at the comments one more time, and I'll go ahead and get the hell out of here. Oh, yeah, let me give you guys a look at the live short interest, because you like to see that. Let's take a little gander. So this is like indicative of naked shorting, because short interest 171, shares on loan 155. So there's other things that can happen, but it definitely looks like they're starting to get very thin in terms of the borrowing, and they're getting very, very close to that illegal, forbidden, verboten naked shorting. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And you see yesterday, they went ahead and just borrowed a bunch of shares after hours. They didn't return anything. So it looked like during the day they were returning 6 million. And then after hours, they just borrowed, 10 million. So the net was 4 million borrowed. And they're going to borrow again today. They have to kill these options because everybody wants to buy this stock, people, institutions. It's not a $10 stock. That's where the SPAC was. Near flawless execution for the last 3+ years is worthless. The fintech is worthless. The financial services company that's growing like 100% is worthless. Galileo's worthless when everybody needs what they're selling, and they're going to need it in the very near future. You have to modernize. And the bank charter is infinitely more important because, the FDIC is dropping the hammer on these fin-turd bank relationships, these zombie host bank, rent-a-charter relationships. Those are under a lot of pressure. So SoFi's decision to get a bank charter looks better and better every single day. Noto's judgment looks more impressive. His foresight more prescient. I don't know, whatever you want to say. Anyway, guys, any of you have any thoughts? We have Grit and Grunt, everyone here. Yeah, we already heard from you. John Bland Jovi, Mr. Mom. Yeah, that was a great one, man. Me too. Anybody who was a kid in the 80s loved that film. Actually lived in Multiplicity. Man, you guys know you're Michael Keaton. I like it. I don't know why I thought of him, but I can't remember things from one minute to the next. Chair dancing, dude. You're the best. I'm telling you. Thanks, man. I'm just fucking around. Got a triple-double. Keaton did a good job with small. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. These are just millions of comments by Not a Lurker. We have Tiff. Maybe once FOMO kicks in for SoFi. How's it going, Tiff? Good to see you. And you're a beautiful puppy. Yannick, let's screw market makers tonight and pump this SoFi. I'm with you, Yannick. Let's do it. Low Country Luton Pawn is here. The physician, the pawnbroker, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's go. Jay Gadsby's here again with the beard. There's a great call on Birdman as well. Yes, Danny, I have numerous hidden talents. I bet, man. There's more than just a beard for this guy. He's more than meets the eye. He's like an onion. You peel away the layers. You get to know the man behind the beard. Jay Gatsby is complex. He's a 90s man. He's emotional. He's not afraid to talk about his feelings. Probably drives, I don't know, maybe a 1989 Honda Prelude with a 5-speed manual. Because even though he's a multimillionaire, the car still works. He's had it since college. He's just that grounded. The beard says I'm grounded. Says I'm approachable, ladies. Jay Gatsby's here. Get the party started. Oh boy, it's Billy Jack today. The battle for 10. The battle for Los Angeles, Billy Jack. The battle for Arkansas. The battle for that area of North Texas we like to call Oklahoma. $10 buys, a lot of crack in Arkansas. You guys crack me up, man. Billy Jack, you're funny. Duran Kim, Trump or Harris, better for SoFi. Does it really matter? Who's best for the country? I mean, guys, I don't like to get into politics. And honestly, I'm no Harris fan. Like, I was probably like where Reagan was, but I don't know this Trump guy. I probably agree more with the policies on that side, lack of regulation, less tax. I mean, guys, I just paid my taxes. I mean, they bent me over a barrel, gave me a guided tour of the 50 states. So like on policy, I more agree with the conservative side. I think I'm probably more libertarian on social issues. But I don't know, man. This Trump guy just scares the hell out of me right now. It's like Biden was just scaring the living shit out of me. He's not all there. Like, I don't want everything going on in the world. I mean, you got to be sharp. But I don't know, man. I mean, the Harris is just like, I don't like either choice. I don't like either choice right now, guys. Anyway, yeah, who's better for the country? Does it really matter? It definitely matters. I mean, it definitely matters. I mean, who's better for SoFi? I mean, Noto says Trump, because obviously was in this conflict with the Biden administration. But if you start to look at the real data, the stock market does well under Democrats. And the thing I'm worried about is the debt. I mean, we're not going to mint $1 trillion coins. We have to actually start paying this down at some point if we want this country to be solvent for future generations. And while I think the Democrats spend like insanely The Republicans spend insanely and then do massive tax cuts and just adds this huge amount to the debt. So I don't know. I mean, neither party is really serious about what they have to do. It's all they want to talk about is like this culture wars, and they spend more time on transgender people using restrooms, which is an issue for nobody. Just leave people the fuck alone and let them live their lives. Everybody's just trying to be fucking happy. It's a hard enough world out there. Stop fucking bashing everybody. I'm so tired of it. God damn it. Why, like, all of a sudden there was like, there's always these like groups, like when I was a kid in the 80s, it was like, there was like affirmative action, and it's just demonized. I don't like demonizing groups. Let's talk policy. Like, why do we spend so much time on that, but we don't address the goddamn debt? We don't address these structural, fundamental economic problems that are, an existential threat to our country. And we all get distracted by these social issues that affect almost nobody, but they get everybody all riled up to distract them from the real issues that none of the fucking politicians are doing the job they've been sent there to do. I'm so angry. I'm not really, but it's just frustrating. Anyway, guys, I really don't want to make this a political show because it's just fucking the whole system just pisses me off. What's up, Stockman Mark? How you doing? Paul Fredericks, what's going on there, man? Yeah, I mean, I'm not Duran. I'm not making a political. If you kind of see where I'm going, I'm just not making political call here, because then everybody's going to get into, that's all anybody wants to talk about. And I just think the whole system, the whole political system is broken. I'm not going to hate somebody based on their political preferences. I'm not demonizing somebody. I'm not violent. This is not how it's supposed to work in this country. We have to get back to just sanity. We have to get back to policy. We have to get back to collegiality. Politicians, the definition of politics is compromise. It's not digging your heels and, get violent. It's just our system is like all the things that, like, my grandfather was over in WW2. It's all these generations that sacrifice so much so we could have these freedoms in this country. It's like we're all willing to just flush it all down the toilet. These culture war garbage people. I've had enough, man. Get back to sanity. Dude, I just don't get these folks. It's like, everything has to be this violent rhetoric. Like, dude, maybe you need 10 AR-15s and a black wedding ring because you have a tiny wiener. I don't know. I don't hate you if you have a tiny wiener. It's God punishing you for being a psycho. But I'm just not into like political violence, all these mass shootings. Like, America has a lot of soul searching to do. And, there is an element that is true to the culture wars, is the deterioration of the family. Our culture is just turning into shit, and we're just letting it go. It's not like I'm saying the liberals or conservatives are the problem. Everybody's the fucking problem. Everybody's too angry. Everybody's too sure of themselves. Wait, how do you know that? I went online and I did my research on the interweb. I'm a medical doctor now. Shut the fuck up. Get off the internet, everybody. Oh, I fucking hate you guys. Let's see. Wah. It's like, hello and welcome and hello. Anyway, guys, that's why I don't like to talk about politics. It just turns into a pointless rant. I don't know. The whole system is just broken in this country. It's just the two-party system. It just doesn't work. Like, it's like, why are all the politicians fucking lawyers? Because lawyers make money on gridlock, on doing nothing. Not all lawyers. I mean, I have a whole family full of lawyers. I'm not anti-lawyer per se. But my point is, These are not problem solvers. Like, why isn't Congress full of medical doctors, engineers, professors, people that solve? Because it's good. Congress is full of people who are good at just being angry and talking and making other people angry and making other people fearful and doing absolutely nothing. You hear these guys on both sides, both parties are like, he's been in Congress for 16 years and he has like zero legislative accomplishment. They don't even legislate anymore. They don't even try. They don't even try to fix the problems. They're just like, oh, the southern border's fucked. It's like, well, here's a law. Nope. We don't want it. Like, it's fucking bullshit. So put some people down there, secure the border, have an orderly system. Bring in immigrants, have an asylum, whatever. Just take control of the system, have a real solution. But it's right there at your fingertips. You could do it. They don't want to do it. They don't want to solve the problem because the problem drives the rhetoric. It drives the fundraising. It drives the anger. It drives the acrimony, the animosity between people. And that's how these fucking people make money. They're selling you, freedom coins, gold-plated coins. Dude, listen to Shane Gillis talk about Fox News dads. He does a bit on his dad falling asleep drunk and angry every night to Fox News. It's fucking hilarious. One of the funniest things I've ever heard. Anyway, what's up, Stockman Mark? How you doing? Not a Lurker is a real genius behind you. Dude, Not a Lurker is the fucking puppet master, dude. He's pulling all the strings. I think I got one attached to my Tookus. Man, Danny, I am up early, Stockman Market. So early. I wake up about 3 or 4 in the morning every day, though. So it's not early for me. Good morning. What's up, Paul Brown? How's it going downtown, Paul Brown? PB's wife locks him in an igloo until he gets that igloo sparkling clean. So we hope she's let you out. The old testicles have unthawed and you're good to go. Thanks. Good to see you, PB. We got Billy Jack. Rednecks love Trump. Yeah, I mean, rednecks love Trump. I get it, man. I get it because they have a picture of this guy. I saw an article of a guy who was the president of NBC marketing or something. Basically, he made The Apprentice. And they created this narrative like of who this guy is. It wasn't who he was before. Before he was like this gossip column guy, and The Apprentice totally changed how America viewed Trump. So it's a PR thing. It's a marketing thing. It's the same with Harris. I mean, do you think Harris is like super like up on substance? It's a rap thing. It's like how it's her way of talking. Like, that's what politics is. It's just how do people perceive you? Your actual policy decisions or your actual positions is like not even secondary. It's like tertiary to anything. That used to be primary points. People would actually look at the policy because people actually cared the government did something. Now everybody just wants to be angry. Everybody wants to be a perpetual victim of everything and be angry, have an enemy, whine, cry, and Karen non-stop. The country is a bunch of fucking soft Karen, snowflake, punk ass bitches on every part of the political spectrum. Whether you have a 2-inch penis and 10 AR-15s and a black wedding ring, or whether you're some kind of soy boy, Antifa, pale guy with this patchy little beard. You just can't grow a beard. It's like you look like you're 17, but you kind of look closer and you're like 38. You guys want to go down to GameStop? Fucking grow up. Get a fucking job. Stop blaming everybody for your problems. These big corporations are ruining everything. No, they're fucking not. Big corporations are driving the world forward, improving everybody's standard of living, making everything more efficient. So fuck you. Fuck you all. Guys, no offense to anybody. I it's just sometimes I have emotions and feelings and I get a little upset. No offense. I'm sorry. I apologize to all the children. Anyway, algo working it down, 6 volumes low. So the algo is in control right now. You can see it always works this angle, but I think it's going to pop. I don't think they really want to short it. I don't think they want to short it under 10. They're shorting it with options, but that doesn't mean they're shorting it in earnest, as you might say. Hey, Ernest. What about Ernest T. Bass? Hey, Vern. What's that guy? Ernest. It was Jim Varney. Anyway, so borrowed change. They're borrowing again today. Graph looks just like it did yesterday, and it probably looks just like it's going to look. They're going to hang on to this. Looks like they're going to hang on to 17% shortage in earnings. I think it's very, very dangerous. I think they're playing with fire, but time will tell, guys. Anyway, up 9 cents. Trying to, it tried basically popped up through 10, got to 10.09 right at the open, and then of course at that 9:45 sell off. That SoFi typically does. But I think we're going to see that hump. We saw the mountain, we saw the sell-off, and now we're probably going to see the hump because that's just what this algo does. And the volume is low, so the algo is in complete control. Anyway, guys, I got to run. I got to get to work. But it's a SoFi stock. Ticker symbol is SOFI. Michael Hamilton, let's see what you got to say there. Formula One champion Michael Hamilton is here. A great man. He looks kind of like Phil Ivey, as I recall. The stock could continue to uptrend if they continue to introduce fee-based products like the Fortress Deal, BlackRock. That's the thing, Michael Hamilton. It's becoming a tech company, this sort of just internet-based clearinghouse where they're just making free money. It's just gravy. You're absolutely right. We have TIFF. I wish someone would invent a democracy where you could choose between more than two parties. Yeah, they have a lot of those. We just the two-party system could work if it's just the parties are so fucked up. Like everybody's making money for themselves, whether it's like the Federalist Society, these liberal groups, all they want is just donations, just money so they can pay these nonprofit people huge salaries. It's all a fucking scam. They don't accomplish anything by design. There's this gridlock nothingness orchestrated by all these lawyers in Congress. It's just a big fucking grift. It's all a grift. You're the marks. You're the mark. Understand. Ian Brookwell, Trump, Musk, RFK, Doge. Dude, yeah. I don't know, man. RFK Jr., that guy's fucking scary. Looks like Skeletor, those eyes, those beady eyes. He's having like phone sex with the reporters. His wife is on Curb Your Enthusiasm. She's at home. It's totally fucked up. The guy's, in my opinion, he's a complete fucking psycho, but that's just me. Musk, I don't know. I don't know why he's out campaigning. I mean, he can have his opinions, but as a Tesla investor, I don't like it. A lot of the people who buy Teslas are like, not Trump voters. It's like, I know Trump voters buy Teslas too, and that's cool, but I'm just saying a lot of them are like environmentalist type people. They don't just want Tesla for like the performance and the efficiency and the cost savings, actually, care about the fact that EV is good for the world and, or eventually it will be. I know batteries are very bad for the environment and all that stuff, but all those arguments on the other side, but I don't know, man. Him jumping around, it seems like he's like a hyperactive kid on drugs or something. It just, I don't know. Okay, if you want to give a speech, but just like don't take a bunch of pills and like jump around like a fool. You just look like an idiot to me. That's not a look I want from a CEO of a major publicly traded company. But Elon Musk doesn't fit the mold. He does his own thing, and it's served me very well as a Tesla investor thus far, but I guess like the guy can do what their sales. I mean, there's Teslas piling up. They've lowered the prices. They just can't move the inventory. Writ large, like car payments on these interest rates. So it should really improve their sales if we get some rate cuts in the next year. But I don't know, guys. Like I said, I don't know why the fuck people do what they do. It's like, Musk just came out at this thing. He's like, if you don't vote Trump, you're un-American because it's American values. It's like, dude, I don't know. I don't need Elon Musk teaching me about American values. I mean, the guy sort of retweets a lot of Nazi shit, a lot of stuff that's like, very, very questionable stuff, in my opinion. Stuff that is not at all American. So I guess it just depends on what your view of American values is. Like, I believe in, not liberal, like Democratic Party liberal, but, the larger definition of liberalism, democracy, freedom, thought, I mean, I'm not like one of these guys who's going to embrace like dictators and be a fan of people like Putin or Orban. I mean, these are not friends of America. These are not, these are repressive, violent dictators. So I don't know, man. I side with liberal democracies, whether it be like Britain, France, Japan, Australia, you know, our friends, our allies, Korea, South Korea, you know, obviously. Not a huge fan of you know, what did Trump say? He fell in love with Kim Jong-un. That's such weird stuff. Like, I just don't know why the guy says stuff like that. Like, how does that make any sense? The guy just seems deranged to me. Anyway, it's getting worse by the day, but like I said, I fucking wish we had somebody else besides these two. It's just, you know, it's like reminds me of the South Park where they were having the election between the giant douche and the turd sandwich. You got to vote for one. They've, you know, forced Kyle's hand. Yeah, no, Trump to the debt that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just Raising Arizona, man. That was fucking good. I haven't seen that in a long time. Nicolas Cage. That was a weird movie. This guy's following him in black as he's really, man, like Herbert Hoover. The Herbert Hoover Institute. I studied there. I have a tiny energy savings turned on. Guys, I'm running out of battery. I got to end this fucking broadcast. We got Nader Garashi. I don't know. And SoFi Shares are here to say welcome and hello. Hello and welcome, Nader. Hello and welcome. Good to see you. Grit and Grunts here. Paul Fredericks is here. Paul Brown is here. Of course, we know that. The great Billy Jack. George Silva is here. Jorge Isfit. We're Bevs 5. Great rant. Thanks, Jay Gatsby. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it, everybody. Go have some breakfast if you're hungry. Emilio Gary, hello. Billy Jack's here, of course. Hurricane Lopez. Jesse Costa is here. Free speech on the police. The real estate con artists stirring up hatred. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Real estate, NYC real estate. Yeah, he is kind of stirring up a ton of hatred. The stuff he's saying about, you know, poisoning the blood of America. It's like these are direct, like kind of you know, stuff from Hitler. Not a huge Hitler fan, guys, at all, you know. So I just don't even believe in saying this stuff. It's like, it's horrible. It's horrible stuff. I don't believe in demonizing immigrants. I don't believe in like hating gay or trans people. I just don't believe in this stuff. That's not in America for me, but hey, you know, whatever. You know, people want to support this guy. I don't see. I understand the policy. I understand supporting the conservative policy. People who think this guy's an evangelical Christian, you have your, you know, how can you possibly believe that? Life of like porn stars and divorces and just, you know, stealing money from hardworking people, suing people and not paying contractors. Like I build stuff, develop stuff, and, you know, that's about the worst thing you can do as a human being is have some hardworking small businessman come in and do a trade like electrical or tile, and then just, you know, have him do all his work properly and then just go, hey, fuck you, I'm not paying you. Trump did that all the time to people as a developer. He's known for it. You know, guys like, he's like, sue me. You'll be in court for 5 years. You'll go bankrupt. I'm just not paying you. I mean, I don't know anything. Like, he's putting these guys out of business. He's taking food out of their mouths. He's putting them out of their homes. He did this for a long time in New York. He's known for it. Look it up. That's why I loathe a lot of Harris's policies, but I just, like I said, the two choices really disturb me. Anyway, guys, SoFi going back up to 10. My battery's out. I got to go. It's SoFi Stock. It's un poco más. It's more rants about politics. It's a bunch of bullshit. Of course, but that's what you get with Danny Deals, a healthy dose of bullshit, and send you on your way with a how do you do and a good morning and how's your mom. Anyway, guys, it's un poco más. We try to give you a little bit more. Want to thank Not a Lurker, Alberto Bertie Avalez, the great Not Flow, Matt Flow, J Max, Stephen the Mountains, Belvedere, Jesse Costa, and the rest of you. Peace. I'm out.